What's going on, my Flabby family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. First Take ended up talking about who they believe is going to win today out of the championship game, man. So we are about to get all the way into it. But before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 20.6. So if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it.
CHINEY, who's your favorite to win it all, UConn or South Carolina?
Molly, close your ears really quick. It pains me. No, it pains me. You're going to be happy with this. It pains me to say this because this team was my nemesis my entire career, but you got to show respect where respect is due. There is no team playing better than UConn right now, and there's no player playing better than Paige Bueckers right now. Back-to-back 30-point games, 105 points over the last 3 games, the most by any UConn player in history. But what I love is how she flipped the switch. Now, during the Sweet 16, Gino, during the sideline report in between quarters, was like, I need her to shoot the ball. And guess what? She did it in great fashion. I'm going to do something different here. I know this is your show, Stephen A., but I want to illustrate this point because I feel like so many people think Paige Bueckers, oh, she's great. I want to show you guys exactly how she got it done. Let's roll the tape because she dropped 29 points in that matchup in the second half. Watch this right here. She called for the ball once crossing half court. Her defender is there. She's locked in on the rim. Again, 29 of her 40 in the second half. Now watch this again. This is a big mistake by any hooper, right? 27 feet away. Look at the hand. The hand is down. You got to send the help. She lit it up. So if you think about Paige Bueckers, she completely went into turbo mode, and she has the help. Sarah Strong, AZ Fudd, to me, they are the team to beat.
I mean, I guess to give my quick synopsis of it all, man, I thought that Juju and Paige was going to run into each other. Juju was going to beat Paige, and then Juju was going to have to answer to UCLA. I thought UCLA was going to beat them, meet South Carolina in the championship, and then UCLA win it. That's what I was thinking. And once I saw Juju go down, I said, oh, that's a problem because USC is going to have to run into UConn, and UConn can get hot off of this. They can get hot off of this game not having Juju to deal with. And Paige, I think she went for like 30 in that game. I'm like, bro, you just allowed them to get hot that game, and then look how they've been playing since then.
Not one lot spoken. Once Juju got hurt and that collision course wasn't going to take place, but I always felt that whoever came out of that was going to be the national champ. And you look at the way, as you mentioned the way Paige Bueckers is playing. You look, and Fudd hasn't had an outstanding game the last couple of games, but you got the freshman that gave you 17 rebounds last night. You got Paige that's playing out of her mind because she knows, Janae Stephen A., we talked about this yesterday, because it started with Rebecca Lobo. If you look at all the great UConn players, the All-American, the Player of the Year, what do they all have in common? All of them have cut down the net at one point in time. And I'm not saying she's not going to get 3, she's not going to get 2, but if she just gets 1, now Sue Bird, De'Ronna Taurasi, Maya Moore, Tina Charles, Stewie, all you great, slide on over for your girl, because your girl will be caught with y'all.
And I don't disagree with y'all as much as I would like to, but I can hold out hope. And I'm going to hold out that hope to South Carolina. I don't like the way South Carolina has looked. Paige Bueckers is something special. I hated when she got injured a few years back because she is a star. And remember, I had USC meet South Carolina for the national championship because I had USC beat UConn in the Elite 8 because I thought Juju Watkins and Paige Bueckers was going to go up against one another. It was going to be a show for the ages, and Juju was going to come out on top. The second she went down, so did my hopes for USC. So UConn being in the position that they're in is no surprise there, and they have clearly looked formidable, and Paige is on a mission. There is no doubt about that. But I just wanted to throw this by people. I know South Carolina's been struggling. I didn't like the way they looked against Indiana. I didn't like the way that they looked against Maryland. They trailed at the halftime of both of those games. The last several games have been entirely too tight. I'm looking at Joyce Edwards. You only average after scoring 22 points in the first NCAA tournament game. The girl is averaging about 5 points rather on 28% shooting. That is not what we need from her if you're Dawn Staley. But I bring up the name Dawn Staley for a reason. As Shannon would say, 5 straight NCAA Final Four appearances, okay? She's on the verge of capturing a third national title in the last 4 years. Her NCAA record over the last 4 seasons, not even NCAA record, her record over the last 4 seasons, 143-6. Again, UConn should be the favorite.
Incredible.
I understand it. This is Dawn Staley we talking about here, okay? Now, our personnel's got to step up and up. You ain't got Cardoso no more. That's 6'7" Goliath that played bully ball that delivered a national championship for you. She ain't there no more, okay? We got that part. But you got to milk something out of Edwards. You got to milk something out of the rest. And I believe if anybody could do it, it's Dawn Staley. I'ma still hold out on Dawn Staley finding a way.
I think South Carolina is going to figure out, defensive-wise, how to slow UConn down, because they have some athleticism on that team. They have some speed, all of the above. They got some great defense on that team. But you got to score. You have to figure out how to score. And, I mean, the last game that they played, let's just take a look at it. You had Pow with 14, Edwards with 13, and Bree Hall with 11. Those were the 3 double digits. They're really struggling to find a way to get a star to score. Full Wiley, I would like more than 7 points out of her. Like, they have to, they got to bring it. You got to get Johnson going, too. Johnson is one of their best 3-point hitters, so she has to get it going as well. Yeah, you're going to need some turnovers from Raven, and you're going to need some threes hit by Johnson. I think Pow has to drop at least 20. Pow is going to have to drop at least 20 points this game. Full Wiley got to get you at least 15. I think that's what type of game this is going to be, man. But, yeah, I got to go UConn, though, man, because they're so hot right now. UConn is on fire. They look light years better than the competition, and it's just hard to go against them, man. I get what Stephen A. is saying, you know, Dawn Staley with her legacy and everything, but, man, they've been beaten before. And they haven't been looking that great this year. My whole thing about the tournament so far has been kind of disappointing because the games haven't been close. That's the reason I haven't really been making videos about it, because they were just blowouts. And I'm like, man, look, I don't want to talk about blowouts. I want a good game. It's just going to be the same story, you know. But hopefully today, this championship game looks a lot better than what the tournament has been looking like. And I'm going with UConn, man. I have to go with UConn. I think South Carolina is going to put up a fight. I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I think the defense is going to show up on the other end. I just think Sarah Strong, Fudd, and Paige is going to be too much. And, you know, South Carolina is not going to figure out the scoring situation, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything that was said in this video. Do y'all think UConn is going to win it or South Carolina is going to win it? Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.